It's on Thursday, but it's my birthday week, and a little secret, it's my birthday today. I'm 51 today. Though I always wanted to make sure I get the questions answered that's in the group, so I decided to log on and talk to my favorite people in the world, you, and answer the questions that were in my leadership Facebook group, Leading in the Next Normal. So the link should be there if you ever want to ask me leadership questions. But two questions came up. One is from Engr. They said, how do you handle the challenge of delayed feedback from a virtual team member when a task is assigned and timelines are given? You try to find out the root cause of the delay, and there's no tangible reason. This keeps occurring. So that's what Engr said. So what do you have when somebody doesn't get things done on time? That's a great thing, because a lot of people come to me with accountability. A lot of people have accountability issues. How do you handle? And Eloise had some great feedback on it. She answered this. I'm gonna say what she said, because she had something that worked really well, and I want to dig into that. So a member of her team, this happened, and she was empathetic, and it sounds like she gave them a little rope, and then it happened over and over again, and then she had a virtual one-on-one where she really laid out that she had been patient and empathetic, and there was no tangible reason for the delays, and that it was unacceptable, and the next step is performance management, and that really seemed to work for her. And she said it was a bit of a difficult conversation, but she stood her ground. Now, what Eloise did, I really like, because when somebody slips a bit, you want to give them the benefit of the doubt. I believe, every little thing you don't want to jump on unless it's a really critical, it's something really critical in your business or what have you. So, and also you want to create a culture of performance. And I really believe in neutral honesty. And to me, neutral honesty can help out a lot when you are having difficult conversations. And what I mean by that is, if you have somebody that is, not performing, you want to have a one-on-one with them. And again, it's better if you have a one-on-one than you do as a group, because you don't often want to call people out in front of the group, especially the first time. But you want to sit down and reflect on their behavior and tell them, like, look, this is what's expected of you. You're not getting done what's expected of you. This isn't acceptable, because you're letting the team down and you're not fulfilling your role. And you want to do that with, and why I say neutral honesty is, you want to be very honest and direct, but you want to take all the emotion out of it, and you don't want to make it personal. You're not like, you're stupid, you're lazy. You don't want to do any of the things like that. You want it to be very neutral, like, this is what was expected, this is what you did or didn't do, and this is the repercussions of it, and we need this to change. And it's important you don't make it personal to the other person, and then you also want to really address it. And Philip, who's chatting with me on LinkedIn, hey Philip, nice to see you, mate. Same as radical candor. It's funny, Philip just asked, is neutral honesty the same as radical candor? That's a good question, and I have the book in my list, and I haven't listened to it. There's a very popular book that people really rave about called Radical Candor, but it sounds a lot like it. And I think as leaders, it's really up to us to frame, put the right energy around the message we're putting out. So we don't want to make it difficult. We want to tell people what we're thinking or what their behavior is, but we want to do it in a way that they can really take it in and make action on it. And so hopefully that helps you. If there's somebody that you're having issues with accountability, have those talks with them, but prepare yourself for that talk. What energy do you want to put forward, and really help them make the change, and that's going to help them make the change. Another question we have was from Annalisa. What do you do with members of your team that do not want to move to flexidesking and would like to maintain their own desk? Again, this is difficult, and actually what I had, and if you don't have a link to this, I have a course now on creating new workplace strategies. So if you are moving to flex desking, or you're moving to hybrid, you're moving to virtual, I both have a high performing virtual teams course, and I also have a course on creating a roadmap for implementing a change in workplace strategy. And that sounds what this is. Well, Annalisa, and whoever out there is in there, what you really need to do is you need to get clear. First of all, there's a whole process to this, so I'm gonna try to summarize some of it. When you're making a strategic decision, you really want to get people on board. You want to listen to them. You don't want to make decisions in a vacuum. But if you are moving to like a flex desk situation, you have to have you want that to be well thought out. You want to have a strategy. You want to have a plan to do it. And you want to have feedback mechanisms. And so, if somebody would like to maintain their own desk, first thing you want to listen to them. So if this is a big issue to them, maybe set up a one-on-one, listen to them, see if, listen to their case. But if it's something you can't do, then you explain, you make sure they're well listened to, and then you explain why you can't do that. And it's really important because a lot of times people just want to be listened to. So they're okay if you make a different decision, but they just want to make sure that their voice is heard, and then that you give a good explanation. To me, 99 times out of 100, if I listen to somebody and I really take that in, and then I have that empathy for them, and I talked before about empathy for leaders, and then you really take time to explain to them why the decision was made and why they can't have that, they're going to be okay with that. And so again, take that time, invest that time, really meet them as humans, and that should go a long way with you. So hopefully these were helpful in there. Let me just double check because I got to check on my other screen to see if there is any other questions. And again, I'm going to be taking a couple weeks off, but you can always ask questions in the group, and I'll do my best to answer them. Philip, thanks for that. I've literally just described radical candor. That's great. Nice to see you, mate. We're going to catch up one of these days, and everybody have a great summer. Enjoy that, and I'm always here to answer the questions, but I'm going to take a couple weeks off of these lives, and so I can do some traveling with my lovely wife and stepson. All right, everybody, take care. We will see you soon. Bye-bye.